Good morning, students. How are you all? Good. Okay. Soon you are going to write your unit test 1 now. For that, now I am going to do an revision video for you. Okay. So this is for your NEET foundation. So for that you are having two lessons. For your NEET foundation, you have two chapters for your unit test. So the two chapter will be from one chapter from chemistry and another chapter from biology. Okay. So from chemistry, the chapter number 6, atoms and molecules. From biology, chapter number 11, the fundamental unit of life. See, you have only two chapters for your NEET foundation exam. Okay. So this is for your portion for the NEET test, and the pattern will be from chemistry you have 15 1-mark question, and for biology also you have 15 1-mark question. So totally 30 marks for your NEET exam. See, all are multiple choice question only. See, you have to write the answer by with the option. Okay, don't simply write the answer. First you have to write the serial number. Next you have to put one line, and you have to write the option within the line, and then only you have to write the answer. You should not don't write simply the answer only. You must write the choice option, whether A or B or C or D, then only you can write the answer. In this way only you can write the answer. Okay, so this is your pattern and portion. Okay, let's start the revision. Okay, let's start the revision. First we will start from chemistry, chapter number 6, atoms and molecules. See, in chemistry, the topics are from the atoms and molecules are, the first topic is laws of chemical combination, and the next one is atom, molecules and ion, and then symbols of element, and then atomic mass, and then writing chemical formulae, and then molecular mass, and finally molar mass. These are the concepts in atoms and molecules. See, this atoms and molecule is very important and interesting lesson in chemistry. Okay, why I am saying this is very important means our world is fully made up of so many objects. So it is surrounded by full of living things and non-living things, isn't it? So all the living things and non-living things are made up of atoms. Okay, it is see, atoms, it is visible or invisible? It is indivisible. Okay, we can't able to see the atoms by our naked eyes. We can only able to see with the help of the microscope only. Then only we can able to see the atoms. Okay, it is very small. Okay, it is very small. Okay, we can't able to imagine the size of the atom. So atoms and molecules. So it is very important and interesting lesson also. See, first in this chapter they have given one brief introduction about the atoms and molecules. They had said how the atom came, and how the atom exists, and how it will form the object, and how they combine with each other. Okay, based on this question, some scientists and some philosophers, they made so many theories based on the atom. Okay, in that around 500 BC, some Indian philosophers and Greek philosophers came. Okay, in that Pagoda Katyamana and Democritus and Lucifer, they came, and they told more philosophies about the atoms. The first philosopher is Pagoda Katyamana, and he said if we go on dividing the matter, we shall get a smaller particle, and he named this smaller particle as water. He named this smaller particle as atom. And then so he is an Indian philosopher. Next Democritus and Lucifer came. They both are Greek philosophers. They said if we go on dividing that smaller particle, we will get an indivisible thing, and Democritus named chapter is laws of chemical combination. Okay, so laws of chemical combination is nothing but this law was given by the scientist Anthony L. Lavoisier. Okay, he said he gave the laws which is based on the chemical combinations, and they have given totally five laws of chemical combination. But in your textbook you have only two laws. The first law is law of law of conservation of mass, and the other one is law of constant proportion. Okay, the two law was given by Anthony L. Lavoisier. Okay, it states first we will discuss about the law of law of conservation of mass. Okay, so it is nothing but it states that mass can neither be created nor destroyed by any chemical reaction. Tell me how it happens. How he said that mass can neither be created or nor destroyed. It means they have experimentally proved this law by doing one experiment. Okay, in that for that they take one solution, a pair of solution, in one solution in an ignition tube and another solution in a conical flask. Okay, next what he did is he just tied the ignition tube with the help of thread in a conical flask. Okay, and next he without mixing the solution each other, he weighed the solution in a weighing balance and he measured some value. Okay, after some minutes later he just mixed the solution to each other, and again he weighed the content in a weighing balance, and the value will be the same. Okay, so in that by did this experiment, mass can neither be created nor destroyed by any chemical reaction. Okay, see, after mixing the chemical reaction, both the chemical reaction got mixed with each other. So tell me, if the two chemical reaction will mix with each other, means what will happen? Some chemical reaction will occur, no? But here the reaction occurred, but there is no difference in the mass of the solution of each. Okay, based on that he concluded that mass can neither be created nor destroyed. Okay, that is law of conservation of mass, and the another one is law of constant proportion. See, it states that the substance of the mass of any substance, it doesn't change its proportion. So if I am taking any source of water or any source of something, its mass can neither change. Okay, it always in the same proportion. Okay, for example, he has for this also he did one experiment, that is he said that the mass of the water is it is in the ratio 1:8. Okay, it is in the normal water, but if I am taking any degraded water, if I am taking any whatever the source may be, the mass of the proportion is always same. It doesn't change its proportion. So he concluded that the mass of the substance of any substance is always same. It is in the same proportion. Okay, so these are the two laws of chemical combination. Okay, and the next one is atom, molecule, and ion. So atom. So see, John Dalton, he is the famous scientist who is famous for his atomic theory. He is very famous for his theory. His theory is fully based on law of chemical combination, which was proposed by Anthony L. Lavoisier. Okay, see, he's born in a very poor weaver's family, and he began his career at the age of 12. Okay, as a teacher, and after 7 years he became the principal of this school, and after some years he left this school and he joined in a college to teach physics, chemistry and mathematics, and he spent his most of life for researching and teaching. Okay, and on that time he researched the atom charge it. Okay. So the next, that is atom, and the next one is symbol of element. The earlier days scientists gave the symbols based on the where the element occur and how the element extracted. Based on this only they have given the symbol. But after some years, IUPAC gave the symbol for the element. Okay, IUPAC, what is the abbreviation of IUPAC? That is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, and the next one is atomic mass. See, every atom and every object has the mass. Like that, atom also has a mass. Okay, so one atomic mass unit is equal to the one carbon atom, that is 1/12 time. Okay, and the next one is writing chemical formulae. It has some rules. First you have to write the symbol of the atom, and then you have to write the valency of the atom. And the last step is you have to cross over the valency with the combining atoms. Okay, and then finally you can write the chemical formulae of the atom. The next one is molecular mass and molar concept. So like the atomic mass, even the molecules also has a mass. Okay, and the next one is molar concept. Mole is nothing but the amount of substance present is called molar concept. Okay, so based on the molecular mass and the molar concept, you have some problems. Okay, I just thought that in the last class also. Just go through it. So these are the topics which are involved in the atoms and molecules. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss it briefly, and we will discuss the 1 marks question in the lesson. Okay. Okay. Let's start. Okay. Who laid the foundation of chemical sciences? Democritus, Leucippus, Antony L. Lavoisier, or Pagudakatiyamana? Yes, it is Antony L. Lavoisier. Dash can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Element, compound, mass, or atom? Very good, it is mass. When the scientists recognized the difference between elements and compounds? Yes, it is by the end of 18th century. The ratio of the mass of hydrogen to the mass of oxygen is always dash 1:8, 8:1, 14:3, and 3:14. Yes, it is 1:8. John Dalton, born in dash 1793, 1856, 1766, and 1834. Yes, it is 1766. What is the Avogadro number? 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, 6.023 into 10 to the power minus 23, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 22. Very good. It is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. 1 mole of carbon atom contains dash gram of carbon. Yes, it is 12 gram of carbon. Dash provide the basic theory about the nature of matter. Proust, Democritus, Leucippus, John Dalton. Very good. It is John Dalton. Calculate the molecular mass of HNO3. It is 18 U. What is the radii of ant? 10 power minus 1, 10 power minus 10, 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 2. As it is 10 power minus 2. What is the atomic mass of chlorine? 12, 23, 32, 35.5. As it is 35.5. The symbol of the element iodine is IOFEIPV. As it is I. The atomic dash. Nanometer, millimeter, centimeter and meter. Yes, it is nanometer. The negatively charged ion is called dash. Yes, it is anion. Okay. So next, let's start the biology. Okay. Okay. So the next chapter is the fundamental unit of life from biology. Okay. See, in the lesson contains cell. About cell, first they explained about the cell, and then they explained about the plasma membrane and cell wall, nucleus, cytoplasm, and finally they explained about the cell organelles. So the cell organelles are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, vacuoles and plastids. So they are the cell organelles. Okay. So these are the topics which are involved in the fundamental unit of life. So the first topic is cell. So who discovered cell? Yes, that is Robert Hooke. So how he discovered cell? So he discovered cell from the from the cork of the plant. So cork is nothing but the dead part of the plant. Okay. So he just took the cork from the plant and he viewed it in he placed it in a slide and he kept it in a microscope. Okay. Then he viewed with the help of microscope. Then he identified that it is a cell, and then he named it is a cell. So the meaning of the cell is, what is the meaning of the cell? It is the empty space. Okay. So that is about cell. And then he plasma membrane. So what is plasma membrane? It is the outermost covering of the cell. Okay. And what is the function of the plasma membrane? It enters and permits the entry of the substance to the plasma membrane. Okay. And it is by diffusion and osmosis. So what is diffusion? So the movement of molecules from the concentration of higher region to the concentration of lower region is called diffusion. Okay. And the next one is cell wall. So cell has a wall. Okay. The cell wall is made up of cellulose, and it gives a structural strength to the cell. Cell wall provides the structural strength to the cell. Okay. And the next one is nucleus. So nucleus present inside the cell, and a nucleus contains a chromosomes like human beings, plants and animals also have chromosomes. So the chromosomes contains one genetic material. So this genetic material is responsible for the transformation of information from one generation to the next generation. So what is the genetic material? Yes, that is DNA. So what's the abbreviation of DNA? That is deoxyribonucleic acid. So inside the nucleus, chromosome is present. In that chromosome, DNA, that is genetic material present in it. So it is responsible for the transfer of genetic material or transfer of information from one generation to the next generation. Because of this DNA only, the young ones look like their parents. Okay. And the next one is cytoplasm, and then cell organelles. So cell organelles, in that they explained 6 cell organelles: endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, plastids and vacuoles. So this endoplasmic reticulum is classified into 2 types, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. And mitochondria, it is considered as the powerhouse of the cell. Okay. So let's discuss the 1 mark session in this lesson for our need. So in which year cell was first discovered? 1665, 1839, 1855 and 1838. Yes, it is 1665. Who coined the term protoplasm? Schilling, Purkinje, Virchow, Robert Hooke. Yes, it is Purkinje only. Purkinje only coined the term protoplasm. Okay. Absorption of water by plant root is an example of osmosis. Through the osmosis process only, the water is the plant root is absorbed the water. Okay. Leo Golgi. So he only discovered the cell organelle Golgi apparatus. So he named this organelle as Golgi apparatus. Dash is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Which cell organelle is considered as the powerhouse of the cell? Plastic, vacuoles, lysosomes or mitochondria? Yes, it is mitochondria. Plastids have their own dash and dash. DNA and protein, lipids and protein, DNA and ribosome, lipids and ribosome. Yes, that is DNA and ribosome. Robert Brown discovered dash in the cell. Robert Brown discovered dash in the cell. That is nucleus, cell wall, mitochondria, plasma membrane. Yes, that is nucleus. Dash is the fundamental structural unit of living organism. Cell organelle, cells, organs, tissues. Yes, that is cells. Cell theory was further explained by Schwann, Schilling, Virchow, Robert Brown. That is Virchow. A size of prokaryotic cell is 10 to 100 μm, 0 to 10 μm, 1 to 10 μm, none of this. That is 1 to 10 μm. The primary function of leukocyte is shrinkage, engulfing, storage or release. Yes, that is shrinkage. Okay, so that's all for your need. Okay, just go through the video, go through all the questions line by line, read the PDF carefully, do the exams clearly, and just follow all the rules for writing while writing the NEET exam. Okay, so first you have to write the serial number, and then you have to write the option, whether A or B or C or D, and then only you have to write the answer. Okay, so just go through the video. All the best for your exams. Thank you.